Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.4 Notes, Day 3. Today we're talking about dividing polynomials by using synthetic division. Synthetic division is a shorter method than long division. However, this only works when your leading coefficient is 1. So you have to be very careful when you're using this. Let's go ahead and look at an example. Now, we have w squared plus 9w plus 20, all divided by w plus 5. Now, if we were going to set this up long division style, we'd have w squared plus 9w plus 20, all divided by w plus 5. So things that we need to remember, that this right here is the divisor, and this on the top is the dividend. And you can kind of see where everything goes. Okay? Now, when we're doing synthetic division, one of the things that we need to know, one, leading coefficient is 1. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opposite of that number. So that's a 5. I now want a negative 5. And now all I'm going to worry about are the coefficients of all of my numbers. Okay? So that's going to be a little bit hard to see. So we've got the w has a 1, and the w squared had a 1. The 9w is 9, and then the 20. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to drop the 1. And now I'm going to take 1 times negative 5 and put a negative 5 there. And now all I'm going to worry about is what's inside that box right now. Okay? What's 9 minus 5? Well, 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay? And now we're going to do negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. And then 20 minus 20 is 0. So what we're left with is this w plus 4, and that's actually our answer, where it's 1w plus 4. Okay? So you might look at this and be like, whoa, what just happened here? Let's go through and do it off to the side over here. Now, if you're thinking w times what equals w squared, because that's what we're trying to look at, and that's w. And you would multiply w squared plus 5w, and we are subtracting that. You're subtracting, so you get 4w. And bring down the 20. And now you want to know how many w times what equals 4w. And that's a 4. So plus 4, and you get 4w plus 20. You would be subtracting that. All of those cancel, and you get w plus 4. Okay, so you get the same thing. It's just synthetic division is a faster, easier way to do that. Okay, so let's look at the next example. Okay, remember that we want the opposite of 3, which is negative 3. And now we want all of these in order. Okay, so I'm looking for our highest coefficient, which is 4. Then would be the 17. Now we also need, let's rewrite this real quick. So we got 4m cubed plus 17m squared. We need to have all of these in order. So how many m's do we have? Well, we have 0, so I need to have the 0 there, and then minus 38. Okay, all of those numbers stay. Okay, so negative 3 times 4 gives us negative 12, and 17 minus 12 is 5. Negative 3 times 5 gives us negative 15. 0 minus 15 is negative 15. And then negative 3 times negative 15 is 45. And now negative 38 plus 45 is 7. And this right here is the remainder. So when we write our final answer, it's 4m squared plus 5m minus 15 plus 7. Let's actually make that look like a 7. 7m plus 3. And that's your final answer. Now, if you realize you started with m cubed right here, but our answer was m squared. That's always going to happen. It's always going to be 1 less. Okay? All right. Number 3, let's see if you can just set it up. So go ahead and pause the video and see how you do. Okay, so looking at all of the coefficients, I wrote 3, negative 5, negative 6, and 13. They're all in standard form, so you can go right to it. Remember, you want the opposite of the negative 2, which is positive 2. Okay? So, let's go ahead. 2 times 3 is 6. And then negative 5 plus 6, because remember, we're adding all of these things, is 1. And now 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. And then now 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And then 13 minus 8 is 5. And that, once again, is the remainder. So when you write your final answer, it's 3x squared plus 1x minus 4 plus 5 over x minus 2. And now remember, you do not need to have that 1 there, but we're just emphasizing that this 1 actually has a spot. Okay? All right. Number 4. Now, when you're doing this, remember that this needs to be in standard form. Okay? So that means the n cubed plus 0n squared plus 0n plus 8. Okay? Even though they're missing in division, they need to have a place. All right. So let's go ahead and set everything up. We need the opposite where the negative 2 comes in. And then we're going to have 1, 0, 0, 8. Now, go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve this all by yourself. All right? Good luck. Okay, so you start by dropping the 1 down, and then 1 times negative 2 gives us, let's see, can we see that? Gives us negative 2. 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. And then negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And those cancel out, so that's why we don't have a remainder on this one. And then you get n squared minus 2n plus 4. Okay, so the nice thing is this is already in standard form. You guys are all on your own. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay guys, well here's the answer to number 5. If you have any questions, please come in for help. Now, if you're having trouble with this, you can still do the long division that we taught you guys in class. You can watch the previous videos if you need more examples from that, because you're going to get the same answer. This is just a shortcut. And remember, it only works if your leading coefficient is 1. Okay? Now, here are the problems for homework, so you might want to pause the video so you can get all of those in. Otherwise, that's going to be it for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.4 Notes, Day 3. Thanks for watching.